Welcome back to Andy Learning. You're watching my channel, and we are discussing about the RPM variation and load. Sometimes when we put the load on the engine, it will give RPM variation. So in this case, you check your three main circuits: air circuit, fuel circuit, and ignition circuit. You check for your air filter, and if your air filter is okay, then you will go for, you check your stepper motor, that your stepper motor position is fine enough, your air fuel ratio is good enough to bear the load. If your air fuel ratio is weak and your mixture is lean, then it will not bear the load and will give the RPM variation. And if your air filters are choked, then the engine will not have required air to bear this load. So that's why your air filter must be clean enough. You can also check your fuel pressure, that your fuel pressure is enough, there is no variation in the fuel pressure, that when you put the load on the engine, then the fuel pressure, if the fuel pressure goes down, that so the low pressure of the fuel will not sustain the loads and give the RPM variation. So you must check the quality of fuel, quantity of fuel, pressure of the fuel to check the RPM variation in engine. And you will must check the engine cylinder temperature, that when you put the load on the engine, that you must check that there is no variation in the exhaust temperature variation will cause due to the faulty spark plug, worn out spark plug, due to the not proper working of admission valve, and due to the disturbed air fuel ratio, your exhaust cylinder temperature will be disturbed when you put load on the engine. And sometime it will be the issue of your computerized system, ESM system. When you put load on the engine, that it may be the issue of your ESM system, and your a learning map issue may be caused, that when you put load on the engine, then the ESM internal, due to its ESM internal fault, your engine will give the RPM variation. And you must check for the three main circuit. Ignition circuit, in ignition circuit you must check your ignition module, ignition lead, ignition coil, spark plug, ignition jigs, and you also check you also check your NOx module, your NOx sensor, your NOx reading must be accurate. And you must check your starting motor position, if it's an auto, then you check your and you must check your excess O2. You keep an eye on the two exhaust things, one is NOx value and other is the O2 value. If your O2 value in the exhaust is increasing, it means that your mixture is lean. And if your O2 value is less in the exhaust, means that your mixture is rich. And so that's why if your mixture is rich, then it will also cause the RPM variation, and you will have the threat of backfire if your mixture is rich. We will keep in Waukesha engine as out of oxygen, excess oxygen, 4%, 5%, 4 to 8%. There will be excess oxygen, which is good enough for the complete combustion. So guys, this was our topic today of engine variation on load. So see you in the next video.